dear students of class 6, welcome to physics class once again. As in my previous online classes, I have started chapter number 3 force, and in my previous class, I have taught you about the contact forces. So what is contact force? I have taught you when the two bodies will be in contact or in touch, then only the force will act between them. That is called the contact force. Okay. Now today we are going to learn about the non-contact forces. As I have said you that forces is divided into two types, contact forces and non-contact forces. So about contact forces I have taught you in my previous online class. Those who have not seen, see the video. Okay. And today I am going to teach you the next type, that is non-contact forces. So under this category, okay, there are three examples of non-contact forces. Number one is the gravitational force, number two is the electrical force, number three is the magnetic force. So today we are going to learn about the non-contact force, what it is and their examples in detail. Okay, so what is non-contact force? Okay, so when the force will act between the two bodies, okay, without being contact, they are not in touch. Think these are the two bodies, okay, these are the two bodies, and the force will be exerted. The force will be exerted by the one object on the other object without being contact. The force will act between the two objects without being contact. Okay, that is called the non-contact force. Okay, the force will act between the object when they are not in contact, without being contact. So how it is possible that when the two bodies are not in contact, so how the force will act between them? In our previous class I have taught you about the contact forces. So contact forces, when they will touch, when they are in contact, then only the force will act. Okay, and in non-contact, when the body is not in contact or touch, then the force will act between the two objects or two bodies. Okay, so we are going to learn about this. So first, let me give you the small definition of this non-contact force. Okay, then we will start the what examples of this non-contact forces. Okay, so what is non-contact force? When a force is applied on an object by another object without coming in contact with each other, it is said to be non-contact force. Okay, so in the definition it is clear that what I have said you before the definition, it is clear. After giving definition also, when the body is not in contact, okay, it is not coming in contact or in touch, still the force acting between them is called a non-contact force. Okay, and there are examples of non-contact forces, and what are they? Number one, gravitational force, number two, electrical force, number three, magnetic force. Okay, so we are going to learn about this one by one. So first I will teach you about the gravitational force. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, now let's see the examples of non-contact forces. Now what are the examples of non-contact forces? I have already said you. So I'll teach you the first, okay, this one, okay, that is gravitational force. Now before giving the definition, before making understand this, you need to see something. By seeing this example, you will automatically understand this gravitational force, what it is. Okay, so you can see that I am catching the ball in my hand, and you might be thinking that I am going to play. Is it I am going to play with this ball? No. Okay, so I have bought this ball to show you something, and that is everyone likes to play with ball. Okay, everyone likes to play with ball. Okay, and while playing the ball, some of you what do? You throw the ball up. What do? You throw the ball up, and the ball comes down. Why doesn't it goes up and up and up? The ball always comes down. Okay, why it is so? When I am throwing this ball, see here, when I throw this ball, the ball comes down. And why it is so? What is bringing the ball down? What is the reason behind that ball is coming down, not it is going up and up? Because of the gravitational force exerted by the earth. Earth is a huge mass. Okay, earth is a huge mass, and it is attracting every object towards it. It is attracting every object towards it. And you have seen that ball was not in contact with the what? It is not contact with the surface. But when I throw the ball up, it comes down. Why? Because of the what? Because of the gravitational force. Here the ball and the surface not in contact. It is not in contact. So it is what? Gravitational force is what? It is non-contact force. Without being touched, still the force is acting between this. Okay. And what is that force? Gravitational force exerted by the earth. Earth pulls towards itself. Earth pulls the object, the bodies towards itself. Okay. Understood? I hope you have understood why the ball is coming down. Okay. Why the rain is falling down. Okay. Why the fruit falls down, not up? Why? Because of the gravitational force. Because of the gravity. Now what is this gravity? The gravitational force exerted by the earth is called gravity. So what is gravity? When the earth exerts the gravitational force on the object, that is called the gravity. Okay, the gravitational force exerted by the earth is called the gravity. Okay, so I hope you have understood the reason behind why the fruit is falling down. Okay, why rain is falling down. Okay, sometime from the terrace you throw the stone, no? It goes down. Why? Because of the gravitational pull of the earth. Okay, because of gravity. Okay, so if the body has a very small mass, so the gravitational force will be also very small. Okay, and gravitational force is always the attractive force. Attractive force means you have seen, no? When the ball is thrown up, it comes down. Why? Because the earth attracts towards it. Okay, earth is attracting. So gravitational force is the attractive force. Okay, it is attractive force. It attracts all the bodies towards itself. Okay, it attracts it. Okay, so this was gravitational force and this was the gravity. Okay, so now let's see the next example. What is the next example? Electrical force. Okay, okay, now let's see the next example of non-contact forces, that is electrical force. Now what is this electrical force? So everything on this earth is what? Matter. Okay, and matter also has a property called charge. Matter also has charge on it. Matter also has charge on it. Okay, now what is electrical force? Let me say. The force exerted by charged or uncharged objects. Okay, charge means the object will have some charge. Okay, and uncharged means the object will have no charge. Okay, so the force exerted by charged or uncharged objects on charged or uncharged objects is called electrical force. Okay, so when the force will be exerted by the charged, okay, when the body is charged, or by uncharged object, okay, on which? On the charged or uncharged object is called what? Electrical force. So electrical force is also what? Non-contact force. So this force will act when they are not in contact. Okay, they are at distance. What? They are at distance, and you will see that force will act between them. Okay, so for example, you see here, okay, I have made the drawing already. Okay, so many times you have played with the comb, and what you do? Sometimes what you do? You rub the comb on your hair. Not only comb, or with the plastic, what you say? With the plastic scale also you have done. Okay, you have done with your plastic scale also, or with comb, plastic comb. You will rub this on your hair. Okay, you will rub this on your hair, and here is what? Dry. What you will do? You will rub the, what you say, scale, plastic scale. Okay, or what you say, plastic comb on your dry hair. So on rubbing this comb or scale, what will happen? An electric charge will be developed in that scale or in that comb. Okay, electric charge will be produced in that comb or scale, whatever you take. And what you will do? You will tear the page, okay, into pieces. You can see here I have made the drawing of the small pieces of the what? Paper. Okay, you will tear the what? Paper into small pieces. Okay, and you keep on, what you say, on table or on anything. Okay, and what you will do? You will rub the what? You will rub the bits of paper. And you will not bring the comb and you will touch. Okay, you will keep the comb at distance. You will keep it at some distance. Okay, you will keep it at some distance. And as soon as you will bring the comb near, you will see that paper will be attracted. Okay, paper will be attracted towards the comb. Comb will attract the bits of paper. Comb and paper is not in touch. Okay, they are not in touch. So, which force is acting between them? That is non-contact force, because they are not in contact and still the force is acting. And which force is that? That is electrical force. Why? Because the force exerted by the charged body on an uncharged body. The paper is uncharged. You can see the definition, the force exerted by charged or uncharged objects. So here the comb is charged, as we have rubbed the comb on the hair. So the comb has developed the charge. Okay, charge has been produced in the comb. And the comb, what it is doing? It is exerting the force on the bits of paper, and bits of paper is what? It is not charged, it is uncharged. Okay, so the force exerted by the charged object on that uncharged object is what? Electrical force. Here the comb is charged and the bits of paper is uncharged. Okay, and it attracts the paper towards it. That force is called the electrical force. Okay, so I hope that you have understood this electrical force also. Okay, see the last example of non-contact forces. Okay, now the last example of non-contact forces is magnetic force. Now what is this magnetic force? Okay, so magnetic force is the force exerted by the magnet. Okay, the magnet will exert the force on that object without being contact. Many of you have played with the what? With the magnet. You have seen when you bring the magnet near any object, what you see? The object get attracted towards it. Now object means which type of object? What, plastic object? No. Iron object, cobalt, nickel object. You have played though, when you bring the magnet near the iron object, not near the plastic object. You have observed that. Near the iron object, when you will bring the magnet, okay, and you will not touch the magnet even. You will not touch the magnet even, still it will get attracted to it without being touched, without being in contact. That is called the non-contact force. And what type of force is exerting between both? The magnetic force is acting between them, between the magnet and the object. Okay, which force it is? It is magnetic force. The force of attraction or repulsion exerted by magnets is called the magnetic force. Okay, so the force of attraction means the body will get attracted, and repulsion means body will not get attracted towards it. So by the magnet is called the magnetic force. Okay, so when you will bring the magnet near the iron nails, what you will see? That iron nails will get attracted towards the magnet. So the force that will act between them is what? That is magnetic force. Okay, what it is? It is magnetic force. Okay, so today I have taught you about the non-contact forces. The forces will act between the two objects without big contact. And what were the example of it? Gravitational force. We have seen. What is gravitational force? Okay, the gravitational force is the pull of the earth. It is the pull of the earth. The earth pulls the object towards it, and that is the gravity. Okay, that is called the gravity of the earth. Because of gravitational pull, because of the gravity, the earth pulls the object towards itself. That is the gravitational force. Why the ball comes down? Why the fruit is falling down from the tree? Okay, so these are because of the gravitational force. Then we have seen the electrical force. In that we have seen that matter has the property charge. Okay, so here the force will be exerted by the charged or uncharged body on the charged or uncharged object. That is the electrical force. And magnetic force, okay, the force exerted by the magnet. Here the magnet will exert the force when it is not in contact. Okay, and it can be attractive or it can be repulsive. Okay, so in magnetic force, where you have seen that when you will bring the two magnet near, sometimes it get attracted and sometimes it get what? It get what? It does not get attracted, it get repelled. It get repelled. Now why it is so? You know that in magnet two poles are there. What are they? North pole and south pole. How many poles are there? Two poles. So when you will bring the other magnet, when you will bring the other magnet. Now when you bring the two magnets, you don't know which is north, which is south. But you can tell this much that, okay, when you bring the two magnets near and when it get attracted, that means both the poles are different. That means if this is south, okay, and if it is getting attracted towards this, that means it is north. If one is south, that means the other is north. That is why it is getting attracted. Okay, it is getting attracted towards itself. That means the other pole is south. Understood? Why the magnet get attracted? Because of the what? Poles are of different. Okay, poles are different. One is south and the other is north, or one is north and the other will be south. Then they will get attracted. Now, when they get repelled, in the case when both the poles are same, when both the poles are same, that means what? What? It will not get attracted. It will get what? Repulsion will be there. Okay. So when I'll bring the two magnet. Okay. So one magnet is here. This is south. This is north. So when both the poles will be same and you will try to bring it near, it will not get attracted. It will repel. Okay. What it will happen? It will repel. Okay. Here it will attract and here it will repel, as both the poles are same. So understood? Okay, that why while you are playing with the magnet, why it get attracted? Because both the poles are of different. Okay, and why it get repelled? Because both the poles are same. That is why it get repelled. Okay, so I hope that you have understood about this magnetic force, also about the three examples. So in my next class I will teach you effects of force. What are the effects of force? Okay. So for today up to this much. Whatever I have taught you, you read this